Ring the bell.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Slam Society, and welcome to my review show here of MLW Battle Riot VI from June 1st, 2024, from the sold out center stage, Atlanta, GA. Interesting stuff. This is one of the most, on the MLW calendar, one of the most anticipated shows of the year, as it features the Battle Riot matchup, which is a 40-man Rumble, which also includes pinfalls. Selena De La Renta is opening this show. I don't know where she is. She's out in the street somewhere, yelling and carrying on about wanting revenge on Cesar Duran after what happened at Azteca Lucha 2 shows ago. Still no explanation as to what happened to her after she was kidnapped at the end of that show. So, I don't know. This is something like, look, I've been very complimentary to Major League Wrestling over the last year. I have been singing their praises and saying to the ends of the earth that they are one of my top 2 professional wrestling products going today. But as time has worn on, I'm starting to see little things here and there. For me personally, I need things explained to me a little bit better. I need to know how different people feel about their situations a little bit more often. Maybe it's being put out there on their YouTube channel in separate videos. I don't know. But I think as something as important as this, the feud between Caesar and Selena, I think we needed to find out a little bit more information as to what happened when she was grabbed by the Azteca henchmen, and why she wasn't at the last show, etc., etc., etc. How long was she held by Caesar and his, crew of people for? All that stuff. Anyway, I'll get to some of these other complaints later on. I think, okay, I see Cesar Duran come out. He has one Azteca henchman with him, and he's headed to the ring. I think Caesar needs a bodyguard. That's just me. I don't know who. But, like how Eddie Guerrero had Spider in the Latino World Order in WCW. That's a deep cut for you there. Caesar comes out there. He says, tonight is not about revenge, but revelations. And the audio was terrible at this stage. I don't know what was going on. But anyway, Caesar introduces Delmi Exo, one of his clients, who's going to be taking on Janai Kai for the MLW Featherweight Championship of the world. As we know, Janai Kai now is with Contra. And she's had a fairly dominant run as champion, and I think she's been doing a very good job. And I really liked the way it was revealed last show that she was a part of Contra. She dominated a lot of the early going in this matchup before Delmi started to fight back. She went to choke her out with that move, that move that she does. I don't know how she fits someone's head in there and then manages to grab her own hand. I think Ivy Nile also does that move as her finisher. But around this point was when the audio was finally fixed. We got a Delmi driver on Janai Kai, but it did not lead to any sort of pinfall then, because Selena De La Renta came out and sprayed a henchman in the eyes with spray. I assume it's kind of like pepper spray. She went to spray Cesar Duran, but accidentally sprayed Delmi Exo in the eyes, and Janai Kai retained the belt after that, which is good because, Selena was flanking Janai Kai. She was her manager. Maybe this is alluding to a possibility of Selena ending up putting herself with Contra. Who knows? This is just me guessing. Maybe she puts herself with Contra to battle her father, which we'll find out about later on. Excuse me. Fuck's sake. I just gave it away just then. When does that get fucking mentioned? Okay, it's later in the show. Well, look, if you watch this review, okay, You must have seen the show by now. I don't know why anyone would watch a review of something that they haven't watched. Maybe they would. I don't know. You know what? I'm just going to skip to that, okay? And then I'm going to come back to Paul Walter Hauser in a minute, okay? So later on in the show, okay, Caesar Duran showed up. He threatened Selena, and out she comes. Tito, bad dude Tito, then showed up behind Caesar. Selena, have to say, I prefer the light blue hair. I'm not sure if I'm down with the dark hair. Still looks good. Don't get me wrong, but I prefer the blue hair. Um, I wrote Caesar should tell her he's her father. I had a feeling that this was going to be revealed because he mentioned her mother at the last show as Azteca Lucha, and I just had a feeling when he mentioned her mother that he was going to end up being known as the father. Um, he reveals it. There's like a video package showing some pictures in the background. Oh, sorry, it was revealed because he sang her bedtime song from when she was a little kid, and it freaked her out. And then that's when he let her know that he's her puppy. So anyway, look, I'm sorry for a bit of a mess there of this review, but look, you get it, okay? A very difficult scene to act out there. I have to give some props to Selena for her acting, screaming, crying, carrying on like it was real. Well done. You know how difficult it is to act something like that out? Like your whole world has come crashing down. Your father is somebody that you hate, and now it's messing with your head. She's done a great job with this scene here. Anyway, let's move back towards where we were earlier in the show before I accidentally let it slip that Cesar Duran is the father of Selena De La Renta. Paul Walter Hauser from Cobra Kai. Well, we know he's a big wrestling fan. He's entering the Battle Riot match, and he's a big WCW fan, as we see in this backstage segments. He's got an Arachnaman outfit that he bought online. Ernest the Cat Miller and Jimmy Yang show up, which obviously makes Paul a very happy young man. Then Violent J from ICP shows up. They're all kind of like shooting the shit, talking. As this is happening, the cat had sat on the Arachnaman outfit, and you saw a hand enter the scene and grab the outfit from behind him and pull it away. And then the end of the segment, Paul Walter Hauser was concerned and confused as to why he couldn't find his Arachnaman outfit. So someone's stolen it, and it might come into play later on. Let's get to the first matchup here on the show. Excuse me. So thirsty, dude. So thirsty. Ritual combat match here. Alex Kane with Mr. Thomas takes on AJ Francis with the Boomerang at ringside, and this is a ritual combat match. Okay, it's pretty much like a last man standing match. The guy has to be beaten for a 10 count, but whilst they are down for the 10 count, the guy who's going to be winning the match has to be sitting on the throne at the top of the stage. So that's, a different kind of concept, kind of like a mix between like an ambulance match and a last man standing. Like someone has to be in a certain spot and someone has to be down for a 10 count, whatever. Something different. Before the match began, they had some elders coming out to judge the match. Teddy Long and Mark Henry were the surprise people, which I thought was pretty cool. I was expecting Don King to show up, but maybe he can't travel. Have to mention the themes. The theme music really doesn't come through the feed very well at all. I have to be honest with anyone out there. If something that they can work on next time. I doubt anyone from MLW is watching my fucking review. But like that, and like sometimes the microphone doesn't come through the live feed properly. You're just listening to it echoing through the arena. And I understand this is airing on YouTube, but when I see other things on Fight TV or whatever, it appears that it comes through the live feed anyway. Just not this time. So AJ Francis attacks Alex from the outset. Alex Kane takes charge though. Wicked had Chadge. I feel like this will be the feud ender, has to be the feud ender, but they have at least taken their time with the fucking feud, bro. Brawl through the crowd, a harsh powerbomb on the ring apron by AJ Francis. AJ then prematurely sits down on the throne, and Mark Henry was not impressed by that. Not one iota. Scoop slam on a folded out steel chair. That was dime, bro. I would say, and I'll describe that as dime. So AJ does it the second time. He sits on the throne waiting for Alex Kane to be counted out. He hits Tennessee whiskey. Kane was all messed up, doing some good selling here. AJ sets up a half a door in the corner. AJ goes to charge at him. And of course, a chop block to the front of the knee of AJ Francis sent him tumbling through the door in the corner. Then Kane hit an angle slam, goes for fade to black. We thought it might be over there, but nope. AJ got out of it. He got out of it. Alex hit a German on AJ Francis. You know what? AJ Francis is pretty good in the ring, bro. Everyone shits on him, but like, I don't know. I thought he did quite well in this matchup with Alex Kane. But you know, Alex Kane, it's very difficult for him to have a bad match, right? So AJ gets out a table. He heads to the top rope. Kane interrupts with a chair, then a superplex through the table. Very, very sick, bro. Kane takes a seat on the throne and he wins as AJ was trying so desperately to get to him, crawling towards him, but couldn't reach him in time. I guess they don't have to get to their feet, but they have to at least be touching their opponent before the 10 count to stop the 10 count. Anyway, Alex Kane now runs Boomay, and Mr. Thomas was seen in the background shaking Mark Henry's hand. And after he shook his hand, I don't know if Mr. Thomas did this on purpose, but I saw him do that. Like shake his hand because he's the world's strongest man. If he did that, just to put Mark Henry over in some small little minor way. Well done, Mr. Thomas. Next, Dave Marquez was with Mr. Saint Alain and Tom Lawler. Tom Lawler talks about repping the USA and the World Titan Federation. Of course, MSL with his hand motions when he's talking. He talks about it being in Fatlanta, talking about everyone's weight there. Fucking hell, it's really funny. But anyway, still no real addressing from MSL about Contra attacking WTF. Well, Titan Federation attacked by, they were beaten down. Smith Jr., Lawler, Richard Holidays have been seen. What's happened to all the, where's all these Contra attacks? You had all these people attacking everyone. Why do we have Contra actually all like try and invade the fucking Battle Riot later? I'll get to that. I'll write that down. Okay. Contra. So I remember to talk about it. Right. Let's fucking move forward. Mads Kruger has an interview and it's the same stuff. He's going to infiltrate the company. He got Janai Kai. He will have a new Crusader later in this show. Satoshi Kojima defends the MLW World Heavyweight Championship in the next match against Filthy Tom fucking Lawler. I would have preferred Kojima versus David Boy Smith Jr. here, just to be honest, because I've already seen Kojima and Lawler. I mean, Kojima didn't wrestle Satoshi Kojima cage match. I don't think he's had a match against Davey Boy. Davey from the Navy. No, they've just had a tag team match against one another not for the tag titles, just a tag match and then the War Chamber match. But they've also been involved in quite a lot of multi-man matches in New Japan Pro Wrestling and a couple in Noah. For those playing at home, never had a singles match though. There you have it. No, they have in Noah. Why don't I just shut my big mouth? Okay, let's move forward. Look, but yeah, look, for an audience like an MLW audience, we have not seen Kojima versus Davey Boy Smith Jr. for the title. Anywho, I wish that they would do more gags in MLW because a World Titan Federation could do this kind of shit. I wish that because he's wearing the red, white, and blue, would it be funny if Tom Lawler was trying to be like the new Lex Luger with the Lex Express, but instead of the Lex Express, the Filth Express? You know, there's got to be some way we can do something with that. Even if it's, even if MSL thinks he's got this amazing coach sorted out for the Filth Express, and then it shows up and it's like a real, like one of those shitty little vans. And that's not what he was expecting. And then Tom's all mad at him. See, geez, I come up with some pretty good ideas, you know. I come up with some good ideas. It might cost a little bit, you know, get a little van and spray paint it with Tom's face on it and with the red, white, and blue and the WTF logo on it. But, you know, come on, we can figure that out, boys. Anyway, up there for thinking. As Tom was about to start this match, MSL gave him a chain and Tom got caught with the chain in his pocket. Then Mr. Saint Laurent had 10 seconds to leave, or he was banned from MLW for life. That is so dumb. Banned for life because he gave he gave the guy a chain and then he wouldn't go backstage. It's insane. Um, so look, MSL panics, and he doesn't know what to do. He keeps on looking around. He can't believe this is happening to him. And then we get to the count of like 8 or 9, and that's when he decides to turn around and try and run up the stage to get backstage. And you see him literally dive and tumble. What the fuck? What kind of human being is that? Seriously, he's acting. Oh my god, dude. MSL's acting is so bad, but it makes it better. Okay, it's just too good. Anyway, good battle between these two. I'm feeling like we're in an area where we're awaiting some new angles to kick off. Just saying. I felt like there were a few matches here on this show that were kind of either the end of something or, you know, we're kind of waiting for something new to kick off, you know. Alex Kane and AJ Francis, and of course, Delmy and Janai have already done some battles or had some battles at this point. Now Kojima and Lawler, that's a rematch as well. Anyway, good battle here between the both of them. They got a real good amount of time. Do I still have the cage match? Nope, I never had it up in the first place. Battle Riot V1. What the fuck is wrong with me? Okay, let's have a look. I want to see how much time they were given. 11:53. It felt like it went longer. Alex Kane and AJ went 15 minutes 19 seconds, and the first match went 6 minutes 31. Let's get back to my notes here. I've become a fan of Tom Lawler. At first, I was a bit uneasy about him, but now I kind of get him. I get his shtick. I get what it is that he does. This was actually a better match than their previous battle that I saw between the two of them. They got again. I wrote it again. They got given a good amount of time. Kojima hit 2 lariats to retain the belt. So it's a shame for Mr. Lawler there. Anyway, let's get to our main event of the evening. The Battle Riot match. 40 men. Pinfall. Submission. Eliminated over the top rope. The winner will get a future world title match. Here's one thing that I want to complain about, right? And it's really nitpicking, right? But you have all these people go through this 40-man Battle Riot match. 40 men. But the previous few shows, all these guys are getting random title shots for no fucking reason. How did Tom Lawler get a title shot here? Let's look at his profile. I'm going to take a little segue here. How did he get a title shot? Like, what the hell? He hasn't wrestled since the War Chamber. He hasn't wrestled since the War Chamber match. That was in March. And oh my god, man. I don't know. Like he's been in the tag division. His last win in a singles match was over Matthew Justice in February, early February at Burning Crush. Does he really get a title shot here? Does it make sense? I mean, bad dude Tito got a title shot after winning a couple of squash matches. Um, it's nitpicking. I know it's nitpicking, but I just don't really understand how these guys get title shots. Yet you have a match like this, 40 men, and the winner will get a title shot. But like everyone else is getting fucking shots for doing nothing. Let's look at his history. I'm sorry, everyone. Okay, he's retained the title 4 times since beating Alex Kane at Super Fight in February. Uh, okay, the Minoru Suzuki match. Okay, there's a bit of build to that. That's fine. Bad dude Tito, one called Manders. That was a title shot that I did not understand either. I thought he wrestled someone else, but maybe that was just before he won the title. Anyway, that's just how I feel, okay? This is how I feel. Yeah, people go through this 40-man match, but then there's people that get a title shot for the fuck of it. Okay, so Mystico was first out in this matchup. I'm guessing Rocky Romero is gone now. I'm guessing he's gone from MLW. So it's really annoying, bro. You start to get into someone, and then the next thing, what do you know? Oh, he's losing to Moxley and AEW. Yay. Fuck. Okay, so Mr. Ko is out first. Jimmy Yang was second. Yang is still good, dude, even though he's not really wrestling that often anymore. Star Jr. came in at third. One thing I'm going to say this about Star Jr. from CMLL, bro. He needs to practice his attempted clothesline. You can tell he's going for this weak little clothesline attempt on his opponent because he's thinking about the spot that's about to happen. He's not even trying to make it look like he's he's trying to clothesline them. It's very soft. It looks like a kitten's trying to clothesline somebody. It doesn't look like he's trying to swing and take their head off. No. Just wanted to point that out there. And Star Jr. was actually super sloppy out of the gate here. 3 things in a row I noticed weren't quite right. I think one was a head scissors where he kind of flipped at the wrong time. His clotheslines the attempted clotheslines where people are ducking them. Horrible, bro. Come on. I hope you watch it back and go, oh, you know what? Like, yeah, I really need to swing the fuck out of my arm to make it look like I'm trying to take someone's head off. Rugido, was it Rugido from CMLL? He is fourth. Never heard of this guy, but he was fine. Jesus Rodriguez was in at number 5. Who had done he brings a bit of the sizzle to the match here. Jesus is actually quite good. If you weren't aware, Shigeru Okamura was in 6th. Akira Kwan was out 7th from Contra. Jesus tapped to Mystico to be the first one eliminated at the 5-minute 36-second mark. Akira came in 8th. When I don't know what was going on here, man. I don't know what the fuck was going on here, but Akira came in. He went for some strikes. He went for some headbutts. The timing was dreadful, dude. And usually he's pretty good. But in this instance, when he got in there, stunk it up for those first at least 10 to 15 seconds. I think he went for a headbutt on Okamura, which didn't even touch him. Anyway, Star Jr. eliminated Yang after he copped a missed at the 7-minute 36-second mark. Star Jr., he had improved a little bit by this point of the match. Tom Lawler was in at 9th at this point. He gets in the ring, and then he hits a catapult on, who was it? Rugido at 8 minutes and 2 seconds of this matchup, and he got eliminated. Right. I mean, am I gonna? Is this is what I'm doing, isn't it? This is what I'm doing. I'm going to give a blow by blow account here. Josh Bishop in at number 10. He and Tom Lawler eliminated Star Jr. at the 11-minute 19-second mark. Sorry, and also I forgot Star Jr. actually eliminated Mystico from the matchup, which I thought that was surprising at the 9:57 mark. Let's keep going. So you got Bishop and Lawler working together at this point, and Bishop, he impressed the most with his hot, House of Fire entrance. Get in there, hit some moves on people, a few clotheslines. He did it the best of everyone. He really, sassafras, that Josh Bishop, that Psycho Sid haircut, looking like motherfucker, really maximized his minutes out there. Sassafras. Bobby Fish was in at 11. Badu Tito in at 12. Expected. Lawler eliminated Okamura. Star Jr. was then eliminated by the WTF. Excuse me. I forgot to mention that Okamura was eliminated. Anywho, out comes Adam Priest in 13th. And then finally, Paul Walter Hauser was in next at 14th. Hauser eliminated Tom Lawler within the first few seconds here. He hit a jawbreaker, then an atomic drop, and then he clotheslined him the fuck out of the ring. Hauser eliminated Tom Lawler here at the 12-minute 58-second mark. I'm going to have to skim through some of this. This is taking way too long. Really cool to see Slim J come out there at 15th. Kruger came in at 16th. And you know what, man? This is the thing. This is the thing that fucking angered me more than anything on this show. And not many things angered me on this show, to be honest with you. But I was like so fucking angry. And I looked at the live chat on YouTube at the time. And I saw how everyone was reacting. And I can't believe they didn't fucking shoot or show us an instant replay at least of this fucking chokeslam. Kruger came in at 16th. He grabbed Akira. He's beating the shit out of Akira. He chokeslams Akira off the stage through a table. Dude, he has him by the throat. Where's the camera? He has him by the throat. Arm over. Goes to pick him up. As he's just picked him up, the fucking camera cut away to the ring. And everyone's like, you had one fucking job. Who's the fucking dickhead in production that thought, yeah, let's cut to camera 6 right now when he's halfway up for a fucking choke slam off the stage through the table? There better have been some sort of 7-second delay thing because something fucked up with the bump, or maybe he missed the table. I don't know. Why would they even do that? They would show it, wouldn't they? They would show the botch. It's just get the fuck out of here. Don't touch anything. If someone's about to be choke slammed off a stage, hands off the fucking desk. No one say a fucking thing. Let the move take place. People going, oh, Kevin Dunn got hired elsewhere pretty quickly. Fuck. Worst cutaway ever, dude. I remember when I was a kid, right? And Fox Sports was the channel that used to air WWF Raw is War. And dude, they at the beginning, they would show like the violent stuff, but then for a short period of time, they would send us the PG version of Raw, where someone's about to be hit in the head with a steel chair or a trash can, and they had an edit that you would get for the PG version where it would cut away. It would cut away, and it would show like a fan in attendance going, ooh, or something like that. Or they would just shoot the crowd. And or the shot to the head would pause just before impact. and you'd be fucking so pissed off because you're like, fucking just show the fucking thing. It sounds amazing. Dude, that stuff used to piss me off. And I think people complained about it enough that they decided, okay, we better put the TV 14 version of the show on. I mean, stop being a pussy all the time. Anyway, Akira then gets taken away from the ring. I don't think we see him again. We've got Mr. Thomas at 17, and then Contra's newest member, excuse me, at number 18, and it was revealed to be Minoru Suzuki. So I think that's who my friend Nerdcore was talking about as it pertained to a huge pickup for MLW. Look, I like Minoru Suzuki, but I don't know if this is a huge pickup. I mean, he's cool in a way, and I think him being in part of Contra will be good if he's there frequently, which I think he will be. But whatever. I don't think it's going to like do heaps for their business, but that's just me. Suzuki eliminates Adam Priest quite early on here as he got in the ring. Brett Ryan Gosling in at 19th. Then C.W. Anderson comes in next. And as we may know, or some of you may or may not know, C.W. Anderson was one half of the tag team champions in the Extreme Horsemen in MLW back in the early 2000s. And in my exclusive interview with C.W. Anderson a few years ago, we talked about his run in MLW and the Extreme Horsemen because I really enjoyed it. But there is something that I do want to say. You know, I've really got along with C.W. Anderson when I interviewed him. And recently I've been trying to get the New Dangerous Alliance together for a group interview. So it'll be CW, Billy Wiles, and Lou E. Dangerously, or Sunguy Dudley, as we may remember. Come to find out that C.W. Anderson has blocked me. He blocked me because I pitched an idea to him on a way that he could rejoin the National Wrestling Alliance a few months ago to feud with Tim Storm, because he and I previously talked about how great it would be to see him wrestle Tim Storm. So what did I do wrong, Chris? Supported you through your retirement that didn't last very long. Told you how proud I was that you got yourself into great shape. And just like that, because I pitched an idea to you, you're going to block me? Fuck you, bro. Way to show appreciation, just someone who cared about you and reached out to you when they were worried. Scotty Riggs in at 20th in the Battle Riot here, which was very fun to see. And he did the clap, of course. 21st, Jake Chris. He finds Gosling under the ring, grabs him, and they start doing some shit. Tito, big bad dude Tito, throws Bobby Fish out, who I think I completely forgot to mention had entered the match. I can't keep going on like this. I've got to skim through a lot of this, but Violent J came out 22nd. I thought that was quite funny. It blows my mind in 2024, Violent J is still wrestling, but from what I've gathered, what I've read on the Juggalos Reddit, it seems that Violent J might be having somewhat of a midlife crisis. He's partying again. He's getting back into the ring and wrestling again. I don't know, because apparently Shaggy Two Dope is sober and doesn't want to be around him too much because he's worried about his sobriety, which is fair enough, and his mental health. He doesn't want to party anymore, which is fair enough. Sometimes the party's over, dude. Chris Danger was out next, and people in the chat were going nuts for him. I have no idea who he is. He's apparently a very popular guy on the internet. Good for you. Clearly, with how my reviews and my podcast has been going lately, I am not a popular person on the internet. But look, I keep going. I'll keep plugging away. One day it's going to work. Danger hit a stunner on Violet J and pinned him. Did not like that. The Cat was in next. The Cat, Ernest Miller. Wish I could hear the theme music better, though. I know it wasn't his WCW theme, but at least the Cat was wearing his old WCW robe. Well done, Ernest. Very good. Manders was in next. Kruger attacked him during his entrance. Sammy Callahan was in next. Noticed at this point, Ernest Miller had not done pretty much anything in the match, and later on he was beaten by Riddle, who rolled him up with a schoolboy pin, and that was the easiest payday of anyone in that match, except for maybe Kim Chi. Um, I'm going to skim through more of this. CW Anderson gets tapped out by Alex Kane, who entered the match. Kim Chi in his fourth Battle Riot match. I love the fact that somehow Kim Chi is a veteran of the Battle Riot. Kim Chi went for a gotch pile driver whilst holding his riding crop, which I think popped the shit out of Joe Dombrowski on commentary. Once again, props to him and Christian Cole for their great commentary on this show. This is the point where I didn't realize it was a 40-man rumble, so I was like, here we go. All right. Timothy Thatcher was in. Him and Suzuki traded blows. That's when I fast forwarded. I hate that spot. Dr. Cornwallis was in next. He tapped out pretty quickly. They should have brought out Cannonball and done the spot where 10 people eliminate him at the same time. Excuse me, now it's like 12:40 at night, so I'm starting to get tired. Anyway, Shug D was one of the late people in this match, followed by Ricky Shane Page and Shane Mercer. I don't even remember any of them getting eliminated. I don't remember seeing any of them get eliminated. Arachnaman entered the match. It ended up being Tom Lawler. Oh yeah, earlier Tom Lawler came out as the Master Assassin as well, and he got eliminated a second time. Then he was the one that stole the Arachnaman outfit. Who would have thought Arachnaman is in the building at Center Stage in Atlanta in 2024? Very good, boys. Tom Lawler copped the cobweb from Paul Walter Hauser to the face, and he sold it like he was actually getting hurt. Davey Boy Smith Jr. was in. I got tired of typing in the eliminations at this point. That's why I don't know how these guys got eliminated. I just wanted this to kind of be over because it was a very long match. It went 50 minutes and 22 seconds. So the final five was Riddle, Sammy, Davey Boy Smith Jr., Minoru Suzuki, and Timothy Thatcher. Thatcher and Davey Boy Smith Jr. tumbled out of this matchup, and then Riddle was able to pull Sammy Callahan over the top rope to eliminate him. And of course, as predicted, as I knew this was going to happen. I knew that Riddle was going to win the MLW Battle Riot matchup here for Battle Riot number 6. Because he's been the only one going on and cutting promos about becoming the world champion. And he will be the guy that beat Satoshi Kojima for the championship. Okay, that's a funny tweet right there. That is a funny tweet. That's probably why Mark Henry. Okay, at one stage during the Alex Kane, AJ Francis match, Mark Henry picked up his chair and moved it next to Teddy Long's chair. I just found a video that Teddy Long fell asleep during the match. Dude. I was going to quickly look for some tweets here, but dude, that is so fucking funny. Like, it's not like it was a bad match, but he's just an older bloke now, so it doesn't take much for him to get tired. But you know what? Every time I see an MLW show and I look for some tweets, very rarely do I find any negative things people say. Yeah. Good to see. Don't have any tweets to really respond to. Here's my review here of MLW Battle Riot 6 from Center Stage in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, middle of the road, which means good. It was a good show. Wasn't great, wasn't phenomenal, wasn't amazing, but it was good. Looking forward to more. Definitely. They're still my second favorite wrestling products going right now after NXT. Thank you for joining me here on the Slam Society. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell. We really would appreciate people to hit the bell and see all of our stuff. Even if you only want to watch it for 2 or 3 minutes, it's better than no minutes. We would really love that. Thank you for being here once again for another review here on the Slam Society, Karlifornia. See ya down the road. Thank you.